Thank you, Mr. President. I rise to speak against the amendment.
The senator has the floor.
Mr. President, I don't pretend that these words are going to necessarily change a whole lot of minds on the other side of the aisle, but I hope it'll change a few. I'm going to first of all talk about the process that's gotten us here, and then I'm going to share a personal story with you. The process that got us here was dependent upon words being given to the governor that we would pass a clean budget and that we would do no amendments. Now, for reasons that sort of pass my understanding, some of those who made that commitment are growing a little soft on it, and I'm hoping that they can bring themselves back to honoring that commitment. I also want to speak to some of those who have told me privately, and I'm not going to, don't worry, your confidences are safe with me, but I'm going to speak to those who have told me privately that they're smiling a little bit more favorably on Medicaid. Mr. President, on October 30th, I was given a diagnosis of rectal cancer. I took my part-time insurance that I get from the state as a part-time worker, and with the help of some doctors who are friends of mine, I took chemo, I took radiation. They got me to session so that I could get through session. They rushed my treatments. On April 2nd, they went inside, they cut the tumor out, and thanks be to God, there was no cancer left. On May 20th, they reconnected my insides, which is why you see me going back and forth to the room back there, because I can't figure out whether I need to go to the bathroom or whether I don't need to go to the bathroom. But they tell me that ability will come back in 3 months. My point is this, Mr. President. There are people out there who go to work each and every day on a part-time basis, just like I do coming to this Senate on a part-time basis, and they have no insurance. We have an opportunity to give them insurance. What about that poor working stiff out there who's going to get that diagnosis of rectal cancer and has no options? He can't get the same fine treatment that I got. He can't get the radiation treatment. He can't get the chemo. He can't get the surgery. He can't get his insides reconnected because he doesn't have insurance. Oh, it's fine for us, the policymakers, the senators, the members of the House of Delegates, to take our government-sponsored insurance, our taxpayer insurance, and get well. But we would deny that to people who are going to work every day. Let's make no mistake about it, members of the Senate. These are people who work for a living. By whatever happenstance that may occur, they just don't have health insurance. Maybe they don't work enough hours. Maybe their job can't afford to give them that insurance. But Mr. President, how dare we? How dare we not provide them the same benefit that we get on a part-time basis? And make no mistake about it, Mr. President, despite what my good friend, the senator from Franklin, had to say about these amendments kill Medicaid expansion. It will not happen. The 400,000 people, the 400,000 souls that could use this health insurance will not get it, at least for the next 2 years. Mr. President, this is immoral. We consider ourselves to be a Judeo-Christian nation. We are our brother's keeper. We are our sister's keeper. We owe this to our brothers and sisters. We can afford to do it. We have the ability to do it. We have the moral obligation to do it. I beg those of you who have come to me and said, I feel a little bit better about Medicaid expansion. I beg those of you who gave the governor your word, no amendments, a clean budget, to reconsider your actions. I thank you, Mr. President.